Wholeness and love to you. I've learned that when you heal yourself, you heal the generations that come after you. Trauma is passed through the family line until a soul is born that is willing and strong enough to feel, heal, and let that shit go. All right. And I know that has been my focus. That has been my mission, is to heal this family bloodline, to break these generational curses and the cycles, and to bring us back to who we truly are. Everything with healing, with divine, everything with myself and what I do is to help us to heal so we can raise the vibrations. And I answered the call, and I knew it wasn't going to be an easy task, because you have to let go of literally everything. You have to literally lose yourself to find yourself. It takes a lot of courage to welcome the unwelcome. It takes a lot of patience to transcend the pain that's passed along to you. And I'm willing to show up for the discomfort of that experience, because I have felt massive transformations happen. I've had so many deaths and rebirths, and I have chosen to meet it, to feel it, to sink into the stickiness of it, to be in the fertile darkness, and to let it change who I am. And I trust and I surrender to the process. The universe, spirit, God, higher realms, they have your back. They have my back. I'm working through it. And this is just a conversation that's going to be brief, because I am just making more moves. The more and more that I get deeper, the more and more that I explain, the more and more that I have to continue to let go. I'm trusting that my willingness and my surrender ring will be rewarded greatly, that so many blessings will await, and I know that I have this. Because I was sitting here just thinking of how we were brought into this world and we was conditioned, pretty much just stuck into like some type of slave mentality, put in a box to think and feel like we're trapped, and we're not. People are so attached to the material things. People think that love is all these material things. We come to this world to visit this world, to spread love and light, to heal, to be a blessing, to be a lesson, whatever it is. We have the choice to do whatever it is that we choose to do. And I had to just sit with myself and realize that I was fed poison growing up. And maybe it's because the family that I grew up in didn't answer the call to break those generational curses and cycles. Maybe they wasn't strong enough and didn't have the willpower. They decided to continue to eat the toxic foods and cut off their spiritual consciousness that opens them up to infinite possibilities. They allow sickness and fears and traumatic things to just fester and just grow and grow, where I grew up in a home where I seen abuse. I didn't see love. I saw pain. I was scared. I was afraid. I saw sickness. And then I also saw great things. I saw a lot of material things. Oh, we can have nice things, stay in nice houses and do all these wonderful things, and you can have whatever it is that you want. But is that what you really want? You know, you have to ask yourself that, because there's people that is okay with that. There's so many stories, so many wisdom and knowledge out here in the world where people are showing you there's another way. And they think, oh, well, I've been eating this way for forever, so I'm good. You're trapped. You're stuck. You're not living. And I recognize that when I'm around certain frequencies, It's like I see the death right before my eyes. And then now I'm in a position where I have to instill so much love and grace into my children, hoping that they will continue to live that light, continue to remember who they are. I owned up to the fact that I didn't know no better, so I fed you poison. I fed you things that was not good for you. I fed you death. And I forgave myself for that because I didn't know better, because of what I grew up into, and because I grew up into others that didn't answer the call, that may not have known better. The thing is to be gentle with yourself. I'm not angry. I have nothing but love. That's all I ever known when I came into this world, is that I knew love. I knew light. And all the sacrifice and all the letting go, I know that it's worth it, because Spirit always showed me that it's worth it to keep going, no matter what. And it's like I teach that. I teach those ways. And there's times where I was around certain friendships and connections, and I'm like, hey, come on, let's go. We can do this. But of course they're afraid, or they have their own journeys, or they make their own choices, or they don't see it that way. And that's okay, because I know that I will continue to attract the ones who do see it the way that I see it too, that can help me along this journey. Because I strive for balance. I strive for stability. I strive for infinite love. I strive for growth, for freedom, for power, for patience, for trust, for honor, for respect. Experiencing the journey, experiencing things. You know, people actually think that on these holidays that this world done created, all these holidays, oh, well, I'll buy you all these things, so that means I love you because I buy you these things. But what do those things mean? What do it do? You get a toy, you break, you play with it for 2 seconds, that's it? That's love? No, love is instilling wisdom on how you could grow and expand and evolve and manifest in this world, how you could create the world to be exactly how you want it to be, being able to breathe fresh air, drink clean water, be in nature and heal, learning how to heal from the inside out. Not listening to things that keep you stuck, watching things that is not helping your soul to grow, that is cutting off your higher consciousness. These schools should be teaching people about chakras, how to keep those in alignment and balance, and how we have everything that we need, the elements, the water, the fire, the air, the earth, is the blood, is ground in some grass. Not going into these stores, buying all these things that take you away from who you truly are. Gaining forces with who matters and the movements that make people feel good. Not to be caught into these cycles of talking about everybody, putting yourself against everybody, thinking everything is a competition. You know, we're powerful when we're together. We're a force when we're together. Families should be together. They shouldn't be apart. It's so many broken homes, and that is exactly what the darker forces wanted. And it's just time to make that change. It's time to answer that call. It is to stay connected to the present. Be present with your emotions. Allow yourself to feel whatever needs to be felt. And then let it go. Forgiveness. You gotta forgive yourself. It all comes down to you and what you choose, what you put into your space. You got people out here that want to cut into their bodies and do all this plastic surgery and want to do all these extra things and think that that's going to make them better. Just putting more fake stuff on top of fake stuff, toxic stuff, eat more toxic stuff that makes you just want to go to sleep and just keep doing the same thing over and over again. There's so much more to life. It is so much freedom out there, so much love to just cleanse and to detox. Like, I'm taking the time to explore myself with an open, honest, and curious attitude. And I had to sit with my children and tell them that I fed you death, and I want you to leave this world alive. I want you to live. I want you to see the world. I want you to watch things that help your soul to grow. I want you to know who you truly are and why you came here. And then when you have, it takes two to make a child. So when you have the person who helps you to make the child that is not on the same wavelength or pattern as you, they're caught into that cycle of thinking that it's okay. How you educate, how this is why I do what I do. This makes you feel better. This is that. Then you have to deal with the fact of, well, they're not on that path. So then it's like, what do you do? And right now I'm just in that mode of, I do the best that I can. I show them the wisdom. I show them the way. I give them the love. We do breath work. We do meditations. I open them up, let them know what chakras are, and I let them know that what they're learning in the schools, that's not the real history. That's not the real work. That is not the way of the life. That is putting you into a path to send you to failure, to trap you, to not allow you to live your highest potential. Our body is so sacred, so healing, and it seems like everybody is running away from that. You got these Western medicines that want to put you on poison to suppress you, to keep you asleep. And then the ones that are gifted, that's spiritual, that know how to travel the worlds, that know that they're multidimensional, that know that they can manifest at the highest rate possible when you're in alignment with what it is that you want, when you're speaking life, when you're speaking love, when you know that you can do it. But when you're eating things that are low frequency, you listening to things that's low frequency, you're around people that's always complaining, how can you really get yourself out of that? So you have to set yourself free by going a whole nother way, following a whole nother path. And it's not lonely, because I do meet souls. I meet some amazing people. And it gets me closer to where I need to be. And it feels really, really good. It feels so great. And it's scary, because people's like, hey, I'm so used to having this closed knit. But you have to really ask yourself, like, is this what I really want? Are you okay with not being able to get everything that you really want? Are you okay with really recognizing what the truth really is and what it is? That there is literally death. You can be going on a road trip and you see nothing but roadkill, all this death around you. But then there's also life. You see the healthy trees. You see the birds flying. You see the sun shining. There's hope, right? You don't focus on all the dead animals that you see on the road. You focus on the life of the trees. And at least you can see where you are. If you see a lot of life, then you know that you're going the right way. If you go into places where things are broken down, old, is death, then you know that you may need to go another route. There comes a place where you have to be just willing to just be like, hey, face it. Face that we did not know no better because of what we was brought up into. But you can feel it. When you feel something good, you can feel it. You can trust in it. You can believe in it. I have been ready and willing to heal all within me that needs healing, so that I can be the best version of myself and pave that way for others that is ready to do it too. That is what healing with divine is. When you're ready to face those truths, to own up to what it is that we didn't know. It's like we will blame ourselves for these things. We came into this world and literally forgot everything, who we truly are and what brings us closer to spirit. And I feel my time has come. I said what I needed to say right now. And I'm going to continue to make moves and continue to shine my light, and hope that the message reaches whoever needs to reach the message, and know that in all ways there's so much love and light that I would like to send out there into the world. And that eventually this will be going more so towards another venture. I'm starting a podcast where I'm going to go so much more deeper. I'm going to be speaking about a lot of truthful things, a lot of more personal things about my experience, about where I came from and how I got to the place that I am today. As I'm healing myself, I'm also healing the generations that come after me. This knowledge gives me great motivation and endurance to keep doing the work in order to heal. It is so necessary. It is so necessary to love yourself enough that you will just take a step back no matter what it is. You will recognize that all those things that you feel like you begin, they're just things. But there's some things that you get that is meaningful. Like getting some herbs that will help you. Getting some salt lamps or some live plants that will give you oxygen and love and care. Some healing stones that can help heal the blood and protect your aura fields and, give you the guidance that you need to get you in balance. There's healers out here that will help you with your energy work, to release any type of lower energies and frequencies. And it's a process. You got to be willing to take this journey. And it's really not alone. Physically, it may seem like it, but spiritually, when you're connected, you will see that literally every tree that you go past is right there with you. Every animal that go past you or fly past you, they right there with you. They're watching you. They're protecting you. They're sending you messages. They're guiding you. So, I just wanted to give that piece and again send so much love and light. And I'm going to go deeper. I'm going to go longer and deeper with my podcast and just be as authentic as I will continue to be as I continue to detox and purge and continue to get to the truth of things. And let's just heal. And I end this with, I am trustworthy. I trust myself. I know my heart. And I know that what is waiting for me is going to be more than I can ever imagine. Because I'm breaking these cycles. I'm going through with my head held high. And nothing will stop me. And this is an invitation that whoever and whenever, no matter what, you can listen to this 10 years from now. That door to healing, to your truth, is still there. It will always be open for you. That door will never be shut for you to reach your highest potential of pure love with no judgments. I own up to it. I didn't know no better. Over here feeding death to my children. My children will not be on nobody's deathbed. They're going to live. I'm going to instill into them whatever it is I need to instill with them. But they have the choice. They have free will in this world. So they can choose to listen to the ways that will help them. And then they can choose to go down a path of things that may end up hindering them or taking them to a whole nother path. And if that's what they choose, I love them no matter what. At least I did my part, right? We do what we can. Whoever wants to be open to that door to healing, to the truth, and feeling good and being able to manifest a life that you truly deserve and can have, that door is open. Trust in your inner wisdom. Your inner wisdom always knows what to do in any situation. So, yeah, love and light. I'm very excited about this path. I love every part of my journey. I love every moment, everybody that made it happen. And my hopes was that I could bring everybody with me. Let's all rise and go to this point. But everybody don't want to do that. And that's okay. Because the ones that have done it, they're waiting for me. And I'm almost there. I could feel it. And I'm going to just be in my bliss and continue to heal. And I want everyone to know the door is always open. My healing channel, I have several videos you can always go back to. The messages will resonate when it resonates with you. There's healing frequencies and energies there to assist you, however you need to be assisted. I love you from my soul. And I know that whoever is going to choose this journey, just know that you're not alone. And if you really look and see, the path is clear. It's clearer than you think. You just have to detox. You have to flush your body out. You have to release all of those negative emotions and things like that and be gentle with yourself. And if you want to do it, there's steps. Whenever you're ready, the door is open. I place my trust in love. Whenever I feel lost or find myself at a crossroad in life, I just go to love. I think of something positive. I know it's going to work out. I know it's a lesson in it. For some reason, I needed to say that. I know there's some have questions. You can ask me anything. My information is always there. You can email me. The number is there. The door is open. If you want to know, I am a being who has no grudges, who has no judgments. I'm just so open and I'm just so loving. So no matter what, you will always get love from me. Doesn't matter what happened all the way up until this day. All I know is that I know love. So what comes to me moving forward will be love.